All right, team, let's get started. Today we're going to zero in on what is, without a doubt, one of the most critical stations in our whole operation, specialized produce packing. You know, this isn't just about putting vegetables in a bag. It's really about protecting the quality, that shine, that our entire brand is built on. So let's dive right in.
I want to kick things off with a quote straight from our guide because it just says it all. This station is where our reputation is built. Just let that sink in for a second. Everything else in the box could be absolutely perfect, but the produce, that's the first thing our customers see. It's what they touch, it's their first impression of our promise of quality.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about our mission, what we call the quality shine. Then, we'll get right into the hands-on stuff, the three-point inspection. After that, we'll cover the rules for perfect handling, get a handle on the Batch X protocol, and then we'll finish up with that final manager approval. It's a super clear 5-step process that makes sure we nail it every single time.
Okay, let's get into that first step. Section 1 is all about our mission, and that mission is to protect the Chef Ami quality shine.
You know, the quality shine isn't just some catchy marketing phrase. It's a promise. It's that vibrant color, that perfect crispness, that fresh look that just screams excellence before our customers even think about cooking. Your job, right here at this station, is to be the guardian of that promise. So, we know our mission. Now, how do we actually do it? Well, that brings us to Section 2, the three-point inspection. Think of this as your first and, honestly, most important checkpoint in protecting that shine.
Now listen, this is key. Unlike our dry goods that just get a quick check, every single piece of produce that comes through this station gets inspected 3 separate times. Not 1, not 2, 3. This isn't just a suggestion, it's the absolute foundation of our quality control.
So let's break down what those 3 inspections look like. Step 1 is the bulk check. Before you even touch anything, just scan the whole crate with your eyes. Does it look fresh and alive, or does it look a little tired? If anything looks off, just stop. Alert a manager. Step 2 is the hand selection, what I call the touch test. As you start portioning, you are physically feeling every single item. Is it firm? Is it dry? You're literally using your hands to find problems. And that leads us to the third and most important step of all, which is the when in doubt rule. This is a big one. So what do you do when you're holding a piece of produce and you're just not sure? It's kind of borderline, what's the right move?
The rule is simple, and it is absolute. Do not pack it. Your job in that moment isn't to be the final judge. Your job is to stop, set that piece aside, and get your manager. They make the final call, and in doing so, they set the quality standard for that entire item run. This is so crucial because it stops one person's uncertainty from lowering the bar for everybody.
Okay, so let's say an item passes that really tough inspection. Well, how we handle it next is just as important for keeping it perfect. This brings us to Section 3, perfect handling, and our rules for breathability and storage.
We've got 4 rules here, and they are non-negotiable. First, almost everything, except for things like potatoes or carrots, must go in a pea bag. That's a punched breather bag. Why? Because produce needs to breathe. Second is the no-squeeze seal. That air in the bag, it's a protective pillow. It prevents bruising, so don't squeeze it out. Third, for leafy greens like spinach or lettuce, we use the fluff roll. We're going for volume here, not trying to crush them to hit a specific weight. And finally, the moment a set of 50 is done, it goes immediately into the walk-in cooler. No sitting around, no exceptions.
Okay, this next process is really smart. It's how we proactively make sure our quality is always top-notch. Let's talk about Section 4, the Batch X protocol. This is all about creating the perfect backup plan.
First things first, let's be crystal clear about what Batch X is and what it isn't. These are not leftovers. Not at all. Batch X is a separate, special batch of our absolute best, fully inspected produce. Its only job is to be a perfect replacement unit, guaranteeing we always meet our standard. It's our quality insurance.
So, after you've packed the entire main order for the day, you're not quite done. Your next step is to pack an extra 25 to 30 units of that same perfect quality produce. This is what creates that Batch X supply.
The protocol here is pretty straightforward. These X units have to meet the exact same shine standard as everything else, no cutting corners. Then you'll mark the clean bin with a big X and the item name so it's easy to find. And here's where the magic happens. On Monday morning, that bin is our safety net. We use those perfect units to replace anything that might look a little tired after the weekend or fails a last-minute check.
And that brings us to the home stretch, our final step. This is the one that locks in our quality for the entire run. Section 5, the final check and getting that manager approval.
The roles here are very, very clear. Your responsibility? Finish your first set of 50 bags and line them up neatly on the table so they're ready for inspection. That's it. Then the manager's responsibility is to come over and audit that first set. They're looking for 3 specific things: amazing color, peak freshness, and proper trim.
Now you really have to understand this part. When the manager signs off on those first 50 bags, they aren't just saying, these 50 are good. No way. They are setting the official quality benchmark for the thousands of units that are going to follow. This one step is how we make sure that every single customer gets that exact same Chef Ami quality shine.
So that's the whole process. From that very first glance into the crate, all the way to that final manager sign-off. Every single step is designed for one purpose and one purpose only: to protect our reputation. So the only question left is for you. Are you ready to protect the shine?